chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Using his legs, it smothers. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then
maybe some room here. Past the 30, at the 20. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's a techno. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Running inside. It's a techno. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. The Sooners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run out of the gun. Here's Xavier Robinson. There he goes. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. Now on first down from the 30. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
Caught in the backfield, it's Harris. Still on his feet at the 45. Gashing the knee on the right. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point is good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished with a bang, a 71-yard scoring strike. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Got his man to the left. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
A lot of chapters in this rivalry. They've been in different conferences. They've been in the same conference, and now they're going to the SEC to elevate this feud.
And I feel like it just takes rivalry games in the SEC to a whole new level, right? When you think about Texas and Oklahoma, you think about past Heisman Trophy winners and national champions.
And it's caught inside the 20. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Longhorns, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. The offense changing the play. Manning to the air again. Finds his big tight end. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Arch is going to throw for it.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in passing.
The Longhorns will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Here's Brown. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to barge their way in. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on 4th down?
Yeah, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with the field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
Takes it inside his own 20. Chance for great field position here. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket and start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
Hits the open man. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the 2nd quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Uncorks it. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Takes it the other way.
Great job by the safeties. He sent his back on coverage. Reading the quarterback's eyes, understanding where he's throwing the football. Great interception.
Here comes the Texas offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Here's Manning to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Townsend. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the 1st down.
And nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw on first down. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Manning throws for the tight end. Got a man in the middle. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a first down in the red zone at the 11.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time.
Makes the grab in their space. Touchdown, Texas. Oh, that will be in, and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And I think he does a really good job here. Dropping back to pass, surveying the field, sees he's got some open space out wide. Dump it to your playmaker. Your running back takes the football. He does the rest. Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the field, making a play.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Sategna. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Fires to the middle. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. The timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes and well, it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious notice on third down at DKR. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. The defense is there, and a great job to